Hello everyone! Welcome to this new video. I am doing the long-awaited sketchbook tour. I know it's been like 5 months and I've been teasing this sketchbook since like October, which is very mean of me, so sorry, but also not sorry because now I'm showing it to you. In this video, I will be going over pretty much everything that's in this, so if you want just like a flip-through version, I do have another video where I just go through the pages without commentary. If that is something you would want to check out, there is a link in the description and you can find it on my channel. But yeah, welcome to the sketchbook tour. This is a Canton Mixed Media sketchbook. It's the 30-page black cover version, not the blue cover version. I saw a few other artists using this sketchbook, like I think Sparkle Draws and Hershey Draws both used this sketchbook, and I wanted to try it out myself, so I did, and I liked it. I would recommend it if you like nice paper for multimedia, like if you do a lot of painting or markers. I would highly recommend this sketchbook for you. It probably would suit you best. This is 5.5 by 8.5 inches, 138 lb, and 224 grams. Yeah, let's get into it. On the inside cover, I have some stickers and tape. These two are from the artist Rin Spirit Art here on YouTube. I bought them from her shop. And this is my start date and end date. I started it on August 29th and I ended it on December 2nd. So I have already started a new sketchbook by now, and I might make a reel showing you some of the things I have drawn. But yes, I did finish this in December. And this is my first page. It's my least favorite page in the sketchbook because I think it has a really ugly face. And yeah. We don't talk about the first page, you know? We don't talk about it. So usually on pages that have bleed through, I'll do pen doodles, so that's what I did over on this page. Some girls. This one looks a lot like Mona from Genshin, so it probably was my reference. Over here is some OC drawings. This is a character I share with my friend Iza over on Instagram. If you ever see her name written next to a drawing, that means that we share a character, meaning we created them together. And this is my character Ryu, Isabelle from Animal Crossing, and Hiro and Baymax from Big Hero 6. It's a Nezuko sticker and a strawberry cat. I was thinking of making a strawberry cat character for my channel because I think that would be really cute. And I like the idea, I just didn't really like the body shape of this one, so it's still kind of a work in progress. I drew Mona and Miku, and I put a little Cinnamoroll sticker here because this was Mona and Miku's birthday, so I drew them together, and yeah. This was actually the first day of school because I drew this on a sticky note in class. It's a Totoro, and I wrote down it looks like a duck, but I promise that it's Totoro. And then down here, I drew a Score Bunny and a Sowl because I was feeling nostalgic for Sword and Shield as Violet and Scarlet were getting promoted. Because I was still on the Sword and Shield hype train, I decided to draw Sonia and a girl and Nahida because this is when Nahida's design got released, and a little chibi me. A drawing of Tainari that I referenced from an artist on Twitter. I have their name here. And a little doodle of Tainari. I drew him with one of Kenma's expressions from Haikyuu. I love Kenma and Tainari, so might as well combine them right. Am I right, guys? Am I right? I'm right, aren't I? Yeah. And then over on this page is another Tainari, and this is actually probably my favorite drawing in this sketchbook. And I know, we're peaking at like page 8, fellas. I know, we're on fire today, folks. We're doing so good. And then I drew my OC column, but he looked kind of weird, so I wrote lol gross, and I drew a Dendro slime. Over here, I have some more pen doodles, and over here, I was practicing drawing hair and using markers to color it. Over here, this is a boy who looks a lot like Venti, so it's probably Venti. And another boy and a girl who looks like Twilight Sparkle, because I love Equestria girls, so I guess I drew Twilight. And then over here is Matsuy from 17. And if you want to practice drawing faces, might as well make it fun for yourself, right? So draw K-pop idols. Yeah, I like the one on the bottom here of Woozy the best. I think it looks the most like him, and I did add some color to it, so very slay. Oh, Mofu, if you're watching this, first off, hi, how you doing? I do snow. It looks okay, I guess, but yeah, I drew snow, and then I drew a picture of Howl and Tainari, because I love Tainari, and my OC Marin. Over on this page, it was Changyun's birthday. I drew Changyun and his friends. I drew Changyun, I drew Singcho, and I drew Shenling. Over here are some Kenma doodles from Haikyuu. If you can't tell, Kenma's my favorite Haikyuu character. My OC column, I drew him in like a suit, and I drew him over here. But he looks really like baby-faced over here. It's like younger column. And then over here I drew Dory, Marshall, and Cinnamoroll. I think Dory is cute. Over here I have some plantings of my OC. Again, she's a shared OC. I was just playing around with her hair, and I drew a little boy here. And then I have the thin right, the 17 left and right music video. I was drawing some scenes from that. So again, more facial practice and realism.
If you haven't done realism, I would highly recommend you do. It's really helped me to improve, and like regardless if you're like, I only want to draw anime or I only want to draw cartoon, I don't want to draw realism, realism helps you because if you think about it, even anime and cartoon is based off of real life. Everything derives from the real world, so studying the real world will help you with stylization.
That's my 2 cents. Some doodles, my OC column, my OC Marin, and this was me trying to come up with the most basic game protagonist design, and I do think I kind of succeeded because he does look very basic. He essentially looks like if Sora and Link got combined. That's what he looks like. I remember this page specifically because this is the day that I reached 500 subscribers, and I was like, oh, I know why I reached 500 subscribers. It's because I drew Haku. Haku is my good luck charm. Also on that day is when the Tears of the Kingdom thing was being promoted, and they released the name and trailers and stuff. So I drew Link, and I drew a Tainari here. Over here are some more pen doodles. I got a boy, OC column, Sakura Kinomoto from Cardcaptor Sakura, and Tainari. This drawing of Tainari is so cute. I love it so much. Over here is trying to play around with my OC column's hair, testing some supplies, and a little watercolor doodle. I did a Venti from Genshin. Wow. Over here is when I think Sino was announced, and everybody online was like, oh my word, Sino, he's so cool! So I was drawing Sino, and then I was drawing Giovanni, Wen, and Snow from Raven Saga, and I drew this boy here with glasses. And then over here, I drew Changyun. I really like this Changyun. I drew it in a notebook and I just taped it in. And then my OC column and Marin, but I think they look really ugly, so we're just gonna ignore that for now. Over here, I was drawing a Twisted Wonderland character. I forgot his name, but he was in the Halloween event that I was playing. And Grim was like, what's Halloween? And he was like, what do you mean you don't know what Halloween is? And then I drew my OC Marin. I really like this Marin. I don't know why. I just think her hair is really flowy and messy and cute. And then over here, some more Haikyuu fan art. I drew Kenma with like long hair. And I drew a Hinata Crow. And I drew an Oikawa on a sticky note. Over here is my first page I did in a video of this sketchbook. This is the first time I've ever drawn my OC Bennett. He is in the same world as my OC's Marin and Column. This is Marin, and this is Tainari, because I love Tainari. This is Tails. I actually drew this on a trip because I was on an airplane, and on the airplane, I got to like watch movies. So I watched the second Sonic movie, and I loved it so much, and Tails is my absolute favorite. We stand Tails. Tails is amazing. And I drew Pom Pom Pudding, and a boy that looks weird, and my OC Marin. And I think she looks cute here. I like this Marin. Over here, some more doodles I did while I was on that trip. This is a 17 member. This is my persona. And then these are some doodles. This is Candace because this was when it was during Venti's banner, and I really wanted to get Venti, and unfortunately I didn't get Venti, but I got Candace, and I drew a picture of her, and I wrote, "Guys, something is wrong with my venti." And then I drew some life drawing, this, and I drew this, and I added some watercolor. So yeah, like, okay, I would say DuckTales 2017 is one of my favorite animated shows ever. So I was drawing some DuckTales fan art. This is a Chibi Webby, a Chibi Huey, some of the boys from memory, and some little chibis of me, a boy, and Wen from Raven Saga. And these are some of my favorite DuckTales episodes. If you ever want to watch some of my favorite episodes, here they are. So yeah, over here I have a doodle of a boy, and underneath it another life drawing that I did, and I added watercolor. And this is actually one of my favorite drawings in this entire sketchbook. I think it looks really pretty. So yeah. Over here are some life drawings I did of girls on Pinterest. I wasn't really doing that much studies in this sketchbook, so I wanted to change that and draw some. I think my favorite one would be this one, just because I think it looks the most accurate. And this is a bed and breakfast house that I sat outside of, and I drew it, and then I added watercolor. Over here I have some doodles, some concept ideas, and enters my TMNT phase. Listen, when Rise hit me, it hit me hard. I fell into the fandom. No, I didn't fall.
I crashed, I burned, I tumbled, I completely did a full flip into the fandom.
And I did a lot of art for it. So I drew some doodles over here of Donnie, a Leo, another Donnie here, some other doodles. And then over on this page, I have a video on this page, but I drew Sucrose, Mayosi Bennett, Cassian from Andor, and Leo from Rise. Over here is a page dedicated to my characters Colin, Marin, and Bennett. And I wrote Indigo here because that's what I refer to their universe as, because they live in a kingdom and their kingdom is called Indigo. So whenever I refer to these characters in their world, I refer to it as Indigo. Over here is a page I did because I had just gotten Kaching in the game and I was so excited. I love her a lot. She's on my team right now. And I love Kaching. I really only like the chibi and the strawberry. I didn't really like this side of the page. But over here are some doodles of my persona going like, yeah. And then Bennett, and Bennett here. Here's some more DuckTales fan art. I drew Webby, a strawberry, and a little chibi Webby. This is Scrooge from memory because I wanted to see how well I could draw him. And then this is Legolas from The Hobbit. And it's actually kind of funny because at this point I've seen like more Hobbit than Lord of the Rings. Like, is that a sin? Like, is that okay? Like, I feel like if I said that, everybody would be like,
Oh my word, Kay, what is wrong with you? You monster! And I'm like, I don't know.
Anyways, over here I drew my OC Bennett, a pumpkin because this was around October, and a house that I decided to draw. Over here is a full doodle page and lots of turtles, guys, don't worry, they are here. So I was out in public and this little boy comes up to me. He's like, can you draw Pikachu? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I drew this little Pikachu and he's like, can you draw a frog? And I said, yeah, sure, I can draw a frog. And then I drew this. And then he ran along, I guess. And then I drew this Donnie that I actually really like. I know the head shape isn't the most accurate to his character, but still, I think this Donnie looks really cool. And then two other Donnies, Mayosi Bennett, Scaramouche / Wanderer, a girl, Donnie, and Leo. These two were photos that I had on my phone, and then this was me sitting at a hairdresser and just drawing like the shelves in the hair washing area. This page is based off of the film The Wind Rises, but I honestly think this page looks like really ugly and it's one of my least favorites, so I'm just gonna move along. Here are some more OC art. Here's Bennett, and my OC Marin. Donnie, like a human version of Donnie, and a guy. And over here it has a sticker that says I voted today, but I wrote down below, I didn't vote, but the lady gave me the sticker. Over here are some eyes, a shared OC, Bennett, my persona, going wah, because I say that a lot. My friend calls me Waluigi because I say wah a lot. And then a cactus. Over here are some doodles, a girl, Tainari, my persona, Tainari, and a guy. This page is one I did in a video. It's Herb Cookie, Mayosi Marin, Raymond, and Mikey. Yeah. Over here I have a boy, a picture of Leo that I drew. I really like this Leo. I like it better than this page. But a boy and a picture that I drew of myself. But it doesn't really look like me that much. I feel like I made my face kind of off. But yeah. And then over here, I was studying the animation of Rise, and I did a page dedicated to Leo. I only really like this one. The other ones I don't really like that much. Over here are two characters that I made for a story. And this is Mouse and this is Cat. I know, I am the most original person ever. 10 out of 10, creative, like world-shattering, astounding, show-stopping. And then yeah, I just did some doodles of Mouse and some doodles of Cat. This is when Sonic's Frontiers came out, and I drew the world's most ugly Sonic, so I'm gonna cover it. And I drew like a human version of Sonic, and I drew two girls over here. And then over on this page, Donnie from Rise. I was doing the same thing I did with Leo, and I was just studying the animation and style. I think my favorite one would have to be this one, and this one, so like the top two would be my favorite. On this page, I think it's really ugly. I think Colin's face looks ugly, so I'm gonna cover it. Bennett, some eyes, and a picture on my phone that I had that I decided to draw. And then this is my like goodbye page. It shows me waving goodbye, and I drew some things that I like. So I drew Leo and Donnie, a Soot Sprite, Dewey, Huey, and Louie, Tainari, and my Melody, and a strawberry. And then on the very last page, I drew some pen doodles, two girls, a chibi me being like, this literally took forever, a human herb cookie, and a boy. And this is supposed to be like a human version of Rivali, I guess. And yeah, well, that was the end of this sketchbook tour. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making this sketchbook. It definitely took me a while, and I didn't mean for it to take this long, but life just got really busy and I didn't have enough time anymore to work on my sketchbook. But like I said, I have started my new one, and I'll show it soon. And I have the flip-through version linked down below if you want to watch that. And with that said, I will see you all in my next video. Bye!